Welcome to a Starter and a Chaser podcast with your hosts, Joe Clarke and Jon Passow.
Do you know that Canadians are not detectable on radar? It's all because, hey, welcome to a spooktacular episode of a Starter and a Chaser podcast. I'm Professional Brewer Jon Passow.
I'm Whiskey Connoisseur Joe Clarke.
And happy Halloween! We have a really cool Halloween-themed episode. Joe, what do we have for the starter?
We have Southern Tier Distilling Company Pumking Pumpkin Whiskey.
And for the Chaser, we have Fatheads Brewing Company Spooky Tooth Imperial Pumpkin Ale. It's a pumpkin on pumpkin fest.
Pumpkin. All right. Southern Tier Brewing Company, you know that they make beer. They start out with beer. In Lakewood, New York in 2002 is when they started. And then in 2016, they started distilling whiskey, Mr. Pumking here. And by the way, this is only available in the New York market, not Ohio,
But you can go to their tap house that they started back in 2018 in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, and take a shot of this or do one of their many mixed drinks with the Pumking whiskey as well.
They're also into their whole farm to glass thing, which means basically they're utilizing a lot of locally grown products. Mm-hmm. So that's nice. We like that. We appreciate stuff like
Absolutely.
that.
Sustainable is good.
This is Pumking whiskey, not pumpkin whiskey, Pumking. Mm-hmm. And it is their first batch. It is based off their popular beer that they make, the pumpkin beer.
Big cult following with that one in the beer community.
It is basically a flavored whiskey with pumpkin pie and some caramel coloring and comes in a hefty 70 proof.
Now, do they add pumpkin pie or is it pumpkin pie spice?
If there's pumpkin pie in there, we're about to crack this bottle open.
Yeah, I think we already did crack the bottle.
Pumpkin pie spices.
There we go, pumpkin pie spices. Now, they also have gin, they have a whiskey, and I think they've got some barrel-proof gins and barrel-proof whiskeys as well, mixed drinks that come in a can. So this is not their only product that they produce. So maybe we will be fortunate enough to review some of those in the future episodes. But
feeling as festive as we are,
we should focus on this one. So I'll hold this up to the camera. Joe, wow.
Just a hay note.
Hey, just light.
Super light. Just right like a tint off of White Lightning. Really.
Just a kiss of color on there. I'll hold it up to the camera.
A kiss.
Great marketing band.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So, what are you picking up on the nose on this one?
Pumpkin pie spice.
This is thick.
Yeah, it is. I did notice that. It is super heavy, and even if you get a little on your hand, it's kind of sticky.
Ooh, sticky whiskey.
So yeah, I get the pumpkin spices on it, but I also get this really cool note of, it kind of takes me back to childhood and going trick-or-treating, and you have your bag full of candy, and you just like shove your face in it to smell all the different candies. That kind of did that for me when I sniffed it. And that's what it's like, this pumpkin pie spice candy bag theme going on with the nose on it. So
adults, this might give you a bit of nostalgia. This is kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. So candy corn, pumpkin pie spice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
No burn on the nose or anything with the alcohol. It's not super high proof.
35% ABV. So
I think we should just trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Smell my feet. Give me something good to drink.
What is that on the front end? Oh, that is,
It's a Halloween candy.
It's
root beer?
No. Okay. It's Kao syrup mixed with pumpkin pie spice, candy corn, and
dude, it tastes like caramel. To me, the little root beer barrels. The candies.
Oh my God, yeah. Okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
Wow, this is interesting.
This is interesting.
Excuse me, I'm going to go back for a second.
Palate acclimation.
Mm-hmm. Less of that kale syrup note on the front end now. Now I'm getting a lot more of the spices.
Yeah.
Nutmeg, cinnamon.
Your pumpkin pie spices.
Maybe a little clove. Maybe.
Yeah.
Ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger ale. Caramelized ginger chews.
That's what the ginger really
chews. Wow. This is actually really complex.
Yeah.
I didn't know what.
I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah. We both didn't know what we were going to be getting into with this one because we don't review a lot of flavored whiskeys. We don't drink a lot of flavored whiskeys. So we were kind of going blind into this, and I'm shocked about the complexity.
This is the first whiskey that has the syrups.
Yeah, that's usually the imperial stouts that have it.
This has got the syrups.
This has got the syrups. We need a starter and a chaser podcast dictionary for people who could understand the lingo that we're throwing out sometimes. I'm going to go back another one. This in a mixed drink would be really interesting.
Definitely candy corn I'm getting on the back end of this.
And it's not that nasty candy corn.
No, it's nice,
like,
man. It's actually for a flavored whiskey, Halloween themed candy and pumpkin it's very well balanced with all the flavors it's got going on.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
It's not overwhelmingly spiced.
What could you make with this? What kind of mix?
They have on Southern Tier's Distillery's website, because there's two websites, one for the brewery, one for the distillery. And the distillery's website, they actually have recipes for mixed drinks for this.
Oh, snap.
And they've got a you're just gonna, the audience is just gonna
get into it.
Yeah, because
go to it, do the research, get into it. I know I am now because I bet there's something else that this goes with. Definitely. Yeah. This is definitely would be a good mixer for something.
We just have to figure out
what. Figure that out. But it's not bad on its own. It's actually
it's really
way
not
better than what I expected.
I don't know why I got high pitched there, but I did. It's the Halloween season, I guess. It's surprisingly good.
It's all right. I could drink this like this. I'm okay with it.
Well done. But we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with The Chaser. And we are back with The Chaser. And The Chaser is Cleveland's own Fatheads Brewing Company Spooky Tooth Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Now, we've reviewed Fatheads here on the podcast numerous times. Link right above for that. And Fatheads, like we've said in previous episodes, the brewery part of it was started in 2009 when the Pittsburgh Tap House of Fatheads reached out to local brewer Matt Cole to start a brewery here in Cleveland, Ohio. They currently have 4 locations, including the one over in Pittsburgh. Now, their Spooky Tooth is an Imperial Pumpkin Ale, fall seasonal. It is 9% ABV and 22 IBUs and brewed with spooky German ale yeast.
So this is my first pumpkin beer.
Yes. So we're going to see, you had your first pumpkin whiskey, which was also mine, and now first fall seasonal for you, man. Just lots of firsts today.
I'm excited. I can't wait to try it. It's going to be a love it or hate it for me, guys. Imperial, though. High hopes for Imperial.
There you go, Joe.
Yeah, nice head on that, too. Ooh, nice color. Hey, look at that color. It's kind of seasonal for a holiday. What holiday? Halloween. What the hell?
Halloween. Good band. So this, Joe, would you
look down there for a second, man? Did you? No? Okay. This one. Right?
So this is, what would you say?
It's definitely orange pumpkin kind of color to it. Yeah.
You're right. Great head on this. It's just
it does. Yeah.
What are you picking up now for the smell? Pumpkin pie spice.
It's definitely got some hops to it. And what's the IBUs
on
22? Coming through. Maybe not so much hoppy. Kind of a grassy, earthy note.
Okay.
A little citrus on this though. I'm not picking up. No, I'm wrong. Just got it on the back. Kind of spicy notes to it. Do they kind of engineer this more like pumpkin pie kind of thing like that?
Yeah, this is
okay. Yeah,
kind of supposed to be that pumpkin pie in a glass. So
yeah, if you really
there are pumpkin pie spices in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you take a really long draw on this, you start to pull that and kind of divorce all the other stuff along with it, and you get that on the nose.
So it's more of a subtler.
Yes, it's very subtle.
Spice.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Maybe a little caramel maltiness to it. All right, let's see if it transfers. Cheers.
Toast.
Happy Halloween.
Trick or treat. Caramel.
Wow, that is caramel.
Pumpkin pie spice.
I'm gonna have to go back in because for me the caramel just dominated. Huge domination on that. Yeah, getting more of the Halloween themes going on here. The pumpkin spice.
For me, this is liquid pumpkin pie, man. Little bready, biscuity malt to give that kind of like, crust note to it. Caramelized pumpkin, ginger, cinnamon, clove. I mean, this is Halloween.
This has definitely got a heavy cinnamon note on the back end for me.
Yes.
Yeah, it really on the back end of the palate. That's where the cinnamon really comes in. It's very caramel and pumpkin pie spice. About mid palate is when I get the pumpkin pie. Caramel's forward, like it's right now. So if you take a sip, that's what you get. The caramel maltiness. It's nice for yeah. I like it.
You like it? Yeah,
sure.
Now this, I gotta admit, this is actually my favorite pumpkin beer, and it has been for a very long time. When I was living in Northern California, I had a friend that would ship me a 4-pack every Halloween so that I can enjoy this in Northern California. And I've been doing that for like 5 years when I was out there.
I'm a little surprised at one note. Mm-hmm. The alcohol side of it being 9.5, is it 9%? Is actually coming through for me more than I thought it would at 9%.
Really?
Yeah.
Just describe what you're getting. Are you getting like a hotness?
Not a hotness, just I know it's there. I can taste it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, you can tell that it's a hefty beer.
Yeah.
Okay, I could understand that. I could see that. Yeah, it does. For me, it doesn't scream imperial, but it does scream a bigger beer.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
very good. Yeah, I agree with that.
I shouldn't say scream a bigger beer. There's notes of a bigger beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But it is now. Don't be afraid of when I said the alcohol note. I was just surprised at 9%. It's very well integrated and blended with the other flavors going on here. It's not like overpowering where you're going to be like, oh, too alcohol-y. No, it's very tasty. It's a nice treat for sure. Yeah.
Fall in a glass, perfect for the Halloween season. So shall we give our final thoughts here on the 2 drinks that we've had?
Certainly. Okay.
Pumking from Southern Tier Distillery. Joe, what are your final thoughts?
I was shocked. I am shocked at it. Usually things like this, I always immediately think gimmicky. It's going to be weird. It's going to be, not worth it. It's really tasty. It's abnormally well blended for the style of whiskey that it is, being almost like a liqueur kind of thing going on. I don't know if you'd call it that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can roll with that.
Being a flavored whiskey, all the different flavors, the pumpkin pie, the candy corn.
That's next week's episode. It's the apple pie whiskey.
You get the root beer little float candies and that other candy,
the canned
ginger chews. Yes, that's all in there. It's really good. There's no alcohol taste on it at all. It's amazingly well blended. I like it. I think it's cool. It's really good.
I'll kind of mirror what Joe said a little bit about feeling trepidatious about reviewing this one because of both of our past histories with flavored whiskey. It's never really like our wheelhouse,
right?
But
we're branching
out. We're branching out. We're always open to trying new things and retrying experiences that we haven't liked in the past.
Absolutely.
So I went, as trepidatious as I went into this with an open mind. And I was very pleasantly surprised. I mean, like Joe said, it's well balanced. It's got the pumpkin pie spice, it's got the candy, it's got the ginger. It's sweet, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's like diabetes sweet, you know. No. You're not going to get diabetes from it. So, I mean, it's sweet, it's thick, but it's not cloyingly so.
First whiskey that's had the syrups.
First whiskey that's had the syrups. I mean, if you can get a bottle of this and you're into the flavored whiskeys and making mixed drinks, I think you should have this.
This might be the best one.
So far, it's the best one I've had, for sure. I mean, man, great job, Southern Tier. Keep up the great work. Joe, Spooky Tooth.
While it may not be what I would consider for me an everyday drinker, I think this is a great treat for the season. It's very well balanced. I like the flavors I'm getting out of it. Again, another like perfectly crafted beer. The carbonation content for this style of beer is perfect. It's like it's just perfect the way I'm really picky actually now about the carbonation. If there's too much,
I've noticed that.
It's like off-putting to me if it's too much carbonation.
I think that came out on the Market Garden episode where you just like really picked up on carbonation. You're like, this is perfect every time.
And they seem to do the same thing. It's nice and bold, not as much as I thought it would be for an Imperial, but it is a seasonal drink for Halloween, and it's a pumpkin ale, so I think it's a best version I've had.
This is my favorite pumpkin beer every single year. I mean, it's well balanced. It tastes like pumpkin pie in a glass. It has every single note that makes you feel like it's fall.
Cool.
I love it every year. You know, I'm with Joe. This is not like an everyday sipper for me. It's got its place. It's got its season. Right now, we are in that season, and I am knee deep in this beer. Great job, Matt Cole, as always. Keep up the great work. And what is your favorite pumpkin beer? Our loyal viewers, comment down below in the comment section and leave us a subscribe. Check out our audio side on
hear us. You can listen to us.
Breaker, Google Podcasts,
Apple Podcasts, all the big ones.
Instagram, Patreon. You know, you hear us say this every week. Just go down and hit subscribe.
Yeah, and all kinds of links.
We will be back next week with another episode. I hope you guys have a great Halloween.
Happy drinking, guys.
Now, Canadians, the reason why they're both aerodynamic and undetectable by radar is the flopping head thing.
Damn you, South Park.